Hello, my name's Eyala Roberts and welcome to Beauty in the Dark. Today I have I was going to call it an 80s kind of makeup look for you, but my husband has just come into the room and gone, I love the unicorn look. So, answers in the comments section as to whether you think it's 80s or unicorn. What you're going to need for this look is quite simple really. We're going to need the Saharan 2 palette and the Warrior palette by Huvier's Place. Then you're just going to need a black kohl eyeliner, a black mascara, a gold eyeliner, and a selection of brushes. As you know, I'm a big fan of use whatever brush feels best for you. You know, everybody has a different eye shape and things like that. So use whatever brush feels good for you. If you want to see how to recreate this look, then keep watching. First up, we're going into Zora. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And we're going to use this shade as a base shade. It's going to help us transition from a bold eye look to our skin as best we can. But it's also going to be a foundation we're going to build off for the rest of the colours. So we're going to add some depth, and it's going to help us not have to saturate so much with the other colours. Now, as I have said before, I have hooded eyelids, which means that I try and create a kind of faux crease and a faux larger eyelid. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm just carving out a kind of faux shape and just making sure that I cover my entire eyelid and up to where that kind of faux crease is and just beyond with this colour. I do try and blend out as I go as best I can, but particularly with bold colours like this and bright colours, I find it so intimidating to blend out with the colour on your brush. I really very much an advocate when it's using bold colours of just get a clean blending brush to blend. Now we're going into Faz, and with Faz we're basically just going to carve out the crease. It's nothing too strenuous. Up until this point, it's kind of like doing a smoky eye look. We've put on our first layer, now we're going in with a darker layer, which we're going to use to deepen that crease, create some dimension to the eye. I'm just going to use this window wiper lotion to do that. I'm also going to put some on the outside corner. Like I said, it's almost like doing a smoky eye here. We're going to put some on the outside corner as well to create some more dimension. This is where we stray away from the smoky eye kind of application and we move on to a cut crease style application. Now you can do this a couple of ways. I am trying to teach myself how to do this with concealer, so that is what I am using here. You could, for this look, as it's not strictly a cut crease, you could just use a lighter coloured eyeshadow, a sort of skin tone eyeshadow to do this. But we just basically want to get the main part of our eyelid back to a kind of neutral colour. I have to excuse the sloppy job. I'm still learning myself at the moment. Now we're going into Berber, which is a beautiful, it looks like a turquoisey blue in real life, but it kind of applies more like a very strong sort of sky blue, I suppose. It is a shimmery shade, And it does require some building up because it initially starts to go on really quite light. Part of me wonders if I should have used my finger for this. Now you'll see I'm just tapping with the brush here. I'm trying not to swipe or wipe because this colour, especially over the concealer, if you've used that, will move around because it's not very powdery. These shimmery colours from Juvia's Place are really quite creamy and they will move about. So tap is the best way to apply this. And as you can see, as we keep going, and it does take a lot of layering this, I found, as you keep going and you keep going, it does eventually start to deepen up. In hindsight, I think I should have left a darker colour eyeshadow, just a blue powder underneath putting this on, because I think that would have created the more intense deep blue that I was initially going for with this look. As you know, on this channel, we regularly attempt things that don't quite work out and we just go with it. We make it work. Now here what I'm doing is I'm just going back in with Faz and I'm just redoing that crease, re-deepening that crease, and just kind of tidying up where the two edges meet. I was making this look up as I went along, guys. Like, I'm surprised it turned out as well as it did. And to be honest, the application probably could have been better, but you know, I think it still came out with a really fun look, a really cool look. And I think because it's so bold and bright, people just forgive the fact that it may be a tiny bit unpolished. Now we're going back in with Zora just to again blend where we've just put that Faz on with the Zora above it, and again trying to gently blend out the top of the Zora. Okay, now here we're going in with a Hossie. Now a Hossie is a shade I use to blend the outside of eyeshadows with my skin tone. It helps to create a better blend, especially for someone like me if you're not great at blending to begin with. Obviously what you use will depend on your skin tone. Now we're starting work on the under eyes. We're going to take a really thin brush here. I'm going to go with Zora and we're just going to do that kind of whole bottom lid, if that is what you would call it. Maybe we're making up something new here. No, I'm sure I've heard it called that something before. And then we're going in with Faz and an even smaller brush, and we're trying to kind of use Faz almost like a bottom eyeliner, not on the waterline though, just under those lashes. I have very scared eyes. Into Maremi here, and this is our inner corner highlight. Again, because this is one of those creamy, shimmery shades, we're going to tap. I was just saying I have skittish eyes. I have skittish eyes, so when I try and do things like eyeliner and stuff, my eyes are like, no! So it generally takes me a little more effort to get it to look neat. So we're just going to tap this inner corner highlight in. Now again, I like to extend, because I wear glasses, so I like to extend my inner corner highlights sort of out onto the eyelid on the top and the bottom. But if you just want to put that tiny little dot people like to do right in the corner and just leave it at that, you do that.
The code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.
Now for black coal eyeliner for our bottom waterline. I'm not a huge fan of waterlining. And turn up the volume, black mascara for our lashes. Now this is actually an old technique I used to use for putting mascara on. I've recently discovered a new technique for putting mascara on that is just incredible, and it really separates your lashes, makes them look like falsies even when they're not. It's fantastic, and it's really good at eliminating clumps, so I will show you that in a video that comes up in the future.
Now I've going in with a empty spool. Basically this is a mascara spool that doesn't have any product on it, and I use this to try and get rid of clumps and kind of brush the lashes, if you like. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is just a really cheap gold eyeliner. I'm sorry that it was a blurry piece of footage showing it to you, but honestly it wouldn't really matter. It's a really cheap one off Wish. And you're just going to line your eyes with that gold eyeliner and you are done.
So there you have it, everybody. That is the 80s unicorn, I think that's what I'm going to call it, look for you. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I didn't include lips because I kind of felt like it depended what you were in for. I mean, this look is quite bold. You could go for a very bold, colourful, playful lip, or do what I did, which was something a little bit more nude, because I have to go out shopping now. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and it was helpful. Leave me a comment below, let me know if you have tried it out and what you thought of it. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you are watching, because it's the only way to stay up to date with what is going on here. And also, if you have a minute, head on over to my main channel for all kinds of fun things, and check out my band. Take care, everybody.